Hey guys, welcome back to the Brain Vomit Podcast with your host, Camille Moody. Setup is different again, okay, guys? I got this little chair from Walmart just to add to the space. I live in a studio apartment, so there's not much seating, but I feel like this is a perfect little chair to add. I think this is a great place to sit for the podcast. I'm also holding the microphone today, which is so different for me. My next step is to probably buy like the little mount that to where like the microphone will just sit here while I talk, instead of like me having to hold it. But I hope there's no problems with me holding it today. I'm trying to decide if I should hold it like this or hold it like with the bottom attached to it. Let me see. Okay. So it's either hold it like this or hold it like that. I'm gonna hold it like this. I think that's a little better, more stable. But okay, guys, what are we gonna talk about today? It would not be the end. I don't know. I feel like it's only appropriate if I just talk about something related to the new year, because this last episode is getting uploaded. I think the day before New Year's. Yeah, the day before New Year's. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about my ins and outs for 2024. But a lot of these things I've already started prior to the new year because I'm over like the time restraints and saying like, okay, I'll start this on January 1st. The day doesn't matter. I'm gonna start it today. If I think of it, I'm gonna start it. Like, there's no point in waiting. But I feel like, just for the sake of the new year, I'm just gonna call it my ins and outs for the 2024. Also, glasses or no glasses? The glare is kind of like a little much. Glasses. And before was no glasses. Whatever. I'm also trying to bring the bangs back. If y'all can't tell, I think I need to just trim them a little bit more so they sit more up here. Yeah, that's probably what needs to happen. So I'm gonna trim them a little more so I can actually see. And I want that volume back. But this is also day one hair. My hair is still wet in the back, so I'm not expecting anything crazy today. But I think the bangs are looking like needs a little trim. But we'll worry about that later. Okay, guys? First, let me show you my vision board that I made for my iPad cover. I hope it focuses, but it is so cute. Is it focusing? Yes, I think so. Oh, it went away. Okay. But I'm just going to talk about what's on my vision board before we start the ins and outs. So in the top left corner, I have a picture of a woman touching a wine glass, a glass of red wine. I want to acquire, and this is on my ins list for the new year, I want to acquire a very good taste for wine. That's my favorite kind of alcohol. Everything else is like fine, but just wine is just so good. Like I've tried a couple different ones. I've tried white wine. I don't think I've had red wine yet, but I've had a lot of rosé, lots of rosé. So good. And there's just so many different ones to try. I want to try all of them. Yeah, the bangs need to get cut. I can barely see. All right. Anyways, okay. Next to that picture, we have a whole stack of books, and it says more reading. I want to read more, trying to really reduce my screen time. It's ridiculous. Next is a picture of a girl, like a shadow of a girl wearing her grad cap, because I'm graduating next December. So exciting. I'm just so excited to see what the Lord has. And I know that I'm so thankful that I was just blessed with an extra semester in order to get things together for grad school and to just expand my opportunities, talk to people, and kind of get my foot in the door. Next is just a picture that says, I'm a girl written by God, period. Like, no Jesus, no peace. No Jesus, no peace. Yeah, I'm a girl written by God. He is writing my story. He has finished the story. The story is just playing out, period. But yeah, I'm just so excited to continue to strengthen and grow my relationship with Christ this year. Another picture I have is a podcast, like a podcast set up on this girl's bed, and it says brain vomit. I want to just continue to record on my podcast. I'm not doing this for any monetary value, but just simply because I like it. I think it's good to have hobbies that you don't monetize, and this is one of them for me. And I just want to keep talking about this, and I want to keep talking about my just whatever's on my mind. A lot of it is about Jesus, right? But like I just want to keep talking about things like that. Next is a woman with her hands held together as if she was praying with her Bible open. I want to be in my word a lot next year. Like, I want more knowledge. I want to dive more into theology and kind of answering those difficult questions to the best of my ability. The Lord is trying to take me higher in my faith. Like, mustard seed faith is not cutting it anymore. Like, I need to be at like grapefruit watermelon level. Okay? That's what I want this year. Next is a picture of a gym. Just continuing to be, I want to be healthy and happy this upcoming year. I have been pretty consistent with the gym, but I want to just elevate things a little bit more. And I've realized like I am pretty consistent with the gym, and I have been in the past, but my problem is like the eating. So I want to establish like a better diet. And we'll get into that a little bit later. The next picture is a picture of a brain. It's a diagram of a brain for psychology, and just to continue to dive into that as my future career, and I don't know, pick up some more books, like read outside of my school readings about psychology and things of that nature. Next is a passport. I want to travel at least once this year. I don't know if it's going to be like a solo trip or like a trip with Ava or my boyfriend or something, but like I want to travel somewhere, maybe not necessarily out of the country, but just somewhere. But I really want to do a solo trip. Like I don't know if I want to travel with anybody. I really want to just do it by myself. These bangs are about to drive me crazy. Hold on, let me put this down. Can y'all still hear me if it's right here? I don't know. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay. I did miss having my hair like this, but I don't miss like the hair being all in the face. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm going to cut it a little bit after the episode's over. I'm just going to like do a little across the board. But yeah. What's the last thing I have? Oh, and then last picture I have on my vision board is me and my boyfriend's hands right there. And it just says kingdom relationship. Like we are a relationship built off of, it's just a Christ in a relationship, you know? And I just want to continue to build off of that. Like I'm going to be with this man mega long term. And that's all I'm going to say for the camera. I'll be with him mega long term. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. That's all y'all get. Okay. But that's my vision board. And what a perfect segue into talking about what I think my ins and outs are. Should I hold it? You know, I'm just going to keep it there. I feel like it'll be fine. She's okay. She'll live. Okay. So, my 2024 ins and outs. We'll start with the outs first and just, you know, we have to kick things out in order to make room for the things that are coming in, okay? So that's how we're going to structure this episode today. The first thing I put was sodas out. Okay, with the exception of sparkling water, I don't count that as a soda. After I finish these little Diet Cokes in my fridge, I'm done with it. Like, oh, but it's just gonna suck. Like Diet Coke and lime is just so good. It's just so good. But just to better my diet overall, I've lived without soda. I've done like a soda diet like for a few months and it worked great. So I need to go back to that. Also, I promise I'll stop touching my hair. I'm just trying to get used to like having my hair like this again because it's been a while. Like for a while, I just had my hair like put it down the middle, like. Which that's still cute too, but I'm ready for the bangs to be back. Okay, I love the volume. I love the, you know. I'll get my hands out of my hair. Just give me a minute. It's also day one hair, so you know if you have curly hair, like day one is always like the flattest and not super voluminous. Day two is always perfect for me. Like tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna look gorgeous. Anyways, okay. Soda, out. After I finish this Diet Coke, out. Next, people pleasing. I'm still working on people pleasing. I have come a long way with that aspect of my life, but just bending over backwards and doing things for people that would not do the same thing or something similar for me, like, it's gotta go. I'm over bending over backwards. I'm over trying to please humans. The only person I should be pleasing is Jesus. Jesus. Right? Okay. So, people pleasing is out. I'm over it. If you don't like what I do, go. Leave. You know what I mean? And same thing for me. If I don't like what you do, I'm going to go and leave. And that's okay, because people will come and go. Next, out secular music. Not all of it. I haven't decided fully yet. I'm going to pray about it and see. I feel like I already know what the answer is, but I have just been thriving the last, honestly, month. Like, I've just been listening to just worship and praise music. Like, so good. I just feel so lifted. My energy is up. Like, I never realized the importance of what is going into my ears until I did this past month. And it was so unintentional. I didn't even intentionally, like, try and cut out secular music. I just kept listening to my worship music playlist, and that's the only thing I played for, like, the last month and a half. And I just like how I feel with that. So I think I'm just gonna keep secular music out. There's of course a few artists that I just love, like Q Marsden and Steve Lacy. Like I think I'm gonna keep them in the rotation, especially Q Marsden. Like the music is just funky, good. He doesn't really talk about anything crazy in his songs. Um, so I think I want to keep that just because good funky vibes. I love that. Okay. Next out, high screen time. It's gotta go. As I mentioned before, like I want to pick up more reading and everything, but that's an attempt to get my screen time out of there. I'm wasting my life away by staring at my phone for 5-6 hours a day. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So that's out. Next thing that's out is laziness. Like, why am I scared to go after the things that I want? I'm not doing that anymore. Um, and that kind of played in for me when it comes to like my job and now me having an extra semester of school. Like I'm not playing around, like done being lazy. I'm done being scared of going after the things that I want. It's the people that go after what they want, they get what they want. You know what I mean? And you have to put in that work, and the Lord's gonna show up and bring you favor in everything that I put my hard work in. That's according to His will. So why I'm scared to do that, I don't know, but that's definitely changing. And it has. I've made steps towards that for sure. Another out is impulse shopping. Okay, every sale that happens, I don't need to buy something. Every TikTok ad I see doesn't mean I need to buy something. Okay, so impulse shopping is out. I really want to be smart with my money, and I've done better like the past like week for sure. Just with watching what I spend my money on and saving and all those things. And I'm ready to make that like a very good habit because I am getting older. There's gonna be a point where I want to buy a house. There's gonna be a point where I have a spouse and children. Like there's no room for impulse shopping like that. Next, comparing myself to others, gotta go. Kick her out the door. Comparison is the thief of joy, and I'm over it. Like, just because something looks good on the outside for somebody else doesn't mean that it's actually good for them. And that's something that I still have to learn and remind myself of every day. Like, just because you think someone's doing good, just because someone looks like they're doing good, just because someone looks like they're healthy, just because they're skinny doesn't mean that they're healthy. You know what I mean? That's the big one for me. Like, I'll see somebody skinny, I'm like, dang, like she's so small. And I'm like, hey, while she might be healthy, and I can give her that, while she might be healthy, there's also a chance she might not be healthy. And also, me just thinking and talking about people like that in my head is just not good. I don't like it. Gossiping is also out. I'm working on that one really hard. Okay, it's hard to be in a group of women and not talk some gossip. Everybody loves some tea, but I need to be done with it. The Lord tells us to not gossip. So I'm trying my best. Next, overcompensating for others, especially friends. I kind of talked about this a little earlier with the people pleasing. I will compensate things that I want for other people's sake in order to make them more comfortable or happy. I'm done with that. Like, there was just I don't want to get into it too much, but like, just little situations here and there that have happened where I'm like, dang, Camille, like, you're overcompensating. Like, if you want this to happen, like, they'll either get over it or they won't, I don't know. They'll either get over it or they won't show up for you or come or whatever. I don't know. Like, I want to be overcompensating and compensating the things that I want for my life. You know what I mean? And while I believe that my life is, dedicated to being a Christ follower and all those things, like, I still have a personality. I still have things that I do and do not like. So me overcompensating and me trying to show up for people when it's compensating the things that I want, nah, that's got to be done. I'm not living for them. I'm living for Jesus. And it's my life. I don't know why I had to say it like that. I was like, anyways. Okay. Out, maybe social media. What? I'm really thinking hard about this, especially about TikTok. Like, I think I'm just done with that. The only thing about TikTok is that the recipes they post on there are really quick and easy to follow, and some of the videos are really funny. That's what's really holding me back. But like everything else with it, TikTok shop over it. Every video I see is a TikTok shop ad for something. Excuse me. But I'm just holding on to that aspect of it. Instagram, I like Instagram. I don't really see myself getting rid of that anytime soon, but I don't see myself downloading Snapchat ever again, Twitter ever again, and maybe I'll get rid of BeReal. I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with BeReal. Like, I'll miss it, get back on it for a little bit, and be like, this is dumb, and then get back off. But we'll see. That's a maybe for me. Another out, overthinking. Okay, sometimes thinking, critically and logically takes time. And I feel like I can confuse that with overthinking, because I'm like, I'm not overthinking. I'm just being like critical and like thinking of every possible outcome. But your brain thinks of every possible outcome in order to keep you safe, in order to kind of help you to expect any possibility that can happen. But I'm kind of over that because it's wasting my life away and it's bringing up anxieties that I've already been broken free from. So no more overthinking. I literally have a book called Women Who Think Too Much, and I need to finish it because I got it forever ago. But it's just talking about overthinking and some things that you can do to stop with that. And so far, it's really good. I recommend for any woman that overthinks. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No overthinking. Sometimes you need to set things or like see things for face value for what it is. Like that also goes into overcompensating for other people for me. Sometimes I'll be like, you know what, that person said that really rude to me, and you know what, that hurt my feelings. And then I'll be like, oh, but maybe this, maybe they didn't mean it, maybe. I saw a post today that was like, people treat you exactly how they feel about you, and I was like, dang, like I feel like that's true most of the time. There are cases where like some people's circumstances allow them to act crazy towards other people, which I think is true. But also most of the time I feel like it is that like they treat you how they see you, how they feel about you. So I'm definitely keeping that in my head. I saw that today and I was like, dang. Anyways, last one is complaining. Done with it. If it can't be fixed, if it's something that can be fixed, why am I complaining about it? And that goes for the people that I surround myself with too. Like people that complain too much, they bring down the energy. I'm not for it anymore. I don't want to be the person bringing down the energy by complaining, especially over little things. There's no point in complaining over little things. So I'm done with. I'm gonna try my best to be done with complaining. It's very exhausting. Okay, that's all I have for the outs. Now that we have all of that pushed aside, let's bring in the new stuff for 2024. Bringing in the new stuff. Bringing in the new stuff. 2024. 2024. No, I messed up. 20. I think it's 2024. Hello? I'm supposed to be in sign language for next semester. What am I doing? 2024. Right? 24? 24? Girl, I don't know. I'm about to fail. 20. 24. 25? Hello? 20. 24. It's either 24 or 24. I don't remember. I think it's 24. 25. No, because 25 is like this. 26. 26. 27. 28. Girl, whatever. Okay. What are my ends for 2024? And remember, these are all personal to me. I'm not telling you guys what to do. Do what you want. Okay, this is all for me personally. My first end that I have on the list is learning to cook. I'm done eating out. And also, it's just healthier and better to cook at home. And it's a good skill. I don't want to be older and not be able to cook something at home. Like I have to survive off of takeout, which is honestly, and frozen meals. Like I've done that for the last year and a half living alone, is just surviving off of like frozen meals and takeout. And I'm kind of over it. The only thing I can cook is like scrambled eggs, which, okay, let me give myself some more credit. I can do more than that. I just don't really find that much joy in cooking. But I think once I find some things that I can, one, make really good, and two, things that I actually enjoy, it will become more enjoyable. I do enjoy baking though. So baking and cooking into 2024. That's a new habit I'm going to create. Just cooking, saving money, and eating decent and healthier foods while cooking at home. Next one, praying over everything. Okay? I realize the more you pray, the more involved you're going to see God in your life. Like, I want to be praying over everything that makes me happy, everything that makes me sad, everything that makes me upset. Like, I'm going to run it by God every time. And everything that happens, I want to run it by God. I don't want to leave him out at any moment, because the more I invite him in, the more he's going to show up. So I do want to continue to invite him into every moment of every day. Next is reading more. I had this goal for myself last year, but I just didn't do it because I was just being a slave to my phone, and I'm over it for real. So I'm going to try and read one book every month. I just started The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I got it for Christmas, and I'm going to try and read a book a month. That's my goal. Of course, ideally, I would want to do more, but if I can get a book in a month, I'll be content, because that'll get my foot in the door with like being on my phone less and actually reading knowledgeable things. Like, of course, like the fiction books are all fun here and there, but I do want to read like knowledgeable books and educational books and, things of that sort. Next is I want to bring in walking and boldness in my faith. Kind of goes in with the overcompensating thing. If people don't like me for who I am, and who I am is my faith in Jesus, like, then leave me alone, or I have to get up and leave too, because I can't keep doing that anymore. Just being scared of my faith just because someone else doesn't agree and whatever. Like, why am I scared to talk about like what God has done for me in my life because I'm with somebody that's not a Christian or religious or whatever? Like, I shouldn't be scared to talk about the things I want to talk about. And if they don't want to hear me talk about that, then don't ask me. You know what I mean? But that's what I want to do. I want to walk in boldness in my faith and not be scared of anything. And that kind of just goes into people pleasing. I'm done caring what others think about me. The only person that matters, the only opinion that matters is God's for me. And, or at least that's what I'm like trying to teach myself. And of course, other people's opinions are important, like my parents, like my best friend. Like, I do cherish those opinions, but at the end of the day, people pleasing has to be done. I'm over living my life for other people. Next. I want to have a signature scent. I want to have that perfume, like, where you'll smell it out in Ulta and you'll be like, oh, that's what Camille smells like. You know what I mean? As of right now, my scent over the last, like, year and a half, I'd say, has been Daisy Marc Jacobs Dream, or Marc Jacobs Daisy Dream. I really do like that scent, but I'm also, it kind of goes in, like, the saving the money thing. Like, it's so expensive, so I know that's not the most expensive perfume ever, but dang, like $100 bottle for the way I be using it, I'd be going through a bottle like once every 2 months then in that case. But I don't know, I do want a signature scent. So whether that's like a nicer perfume or high up there, high end, or like a cheap, Walmart perfume, I don't care what it is. I just want to find a signature scent that I can keep up with and people will recognize, like, that's what Kim smells like. And I'll be like, yeah, that's my scent. That's what I smell like. Next, like I said in my dream or my vision board, I want to develop a palate for wine. Like, I want to know what's good. I want to know what's bad. I want to know what I like. I want to know what I hate. Okay? I really want to acquire a taste for wine. That's my favorite drink. I'm going to get it every time. I do like margaritas too, like at the Mexican restaurants and stuff. Like, any Tex-Mex restaurant, I'm going to get that frozen margarita. It's so good. But whenever, okay. That's not actually true. I do like the margaritas. I like frozen margaritas. They're very good, but that's like a fun little drink. Like, I want a drink I can get when I'm out at a very nice restaurant eating steak, eating pasta and lobster. Like the one song. Let me take you shopping. I'll tell them why I'm a little busy. See, that's me talking about. See, there we go. Okay. Anyways, let me focus. Yes, I want a nice developed palate for wine. I want to know what I like. I want to know what I don't like. I really want to try red wine. I haven't tried red wine yet. I said wet wine. I haven't tried wet wine yet. Okay. But I want that. Okay. I want it. Because when I go out for a nice steak dinner, I'm not going to get my watermelon pop frozen margarita. Okay? I want the wine. The goods. It's a very mature drink. I'm like, and my wine glasses I have here at home are cute. Okay. Next, is going to be waking up at 5 a.m. every day. 5 a.m. at the latest, I mean. And of course, some days I feel like on the weekends, I can let myself sleep in because I don't have work. But every day I'm supposed to get up and work out and get up and go to work. I want to be awake at 5 a.m. Maximum. Just so I can get the day started. I love working out in the morning. I feel so much better when I work out in the morning, and it's just overall a good time. Next, I am bringing in clean/balanced eating. I don't want to cut out everything that I like now. I love chocolate. I love ice cream. I love goldfish. I'm not cutting that out of my diet just because it's not like clean food. Okay, I want it to be balanced. Like, yes, I want to eat a lot of homemade meals and a lot of like organic things and home cooked things, and I know that's not necessarily clean, but like I want to eat better, cleaner foods, like little yogurt and berries bowl for breakfast. Like, that's cute. That's clean eating, I guess. I just want it to be balanced, right? Like, I want to be eating healthy 90% of the time. Shoot, maybe even like 80% of the time, 20% of the time. I like let myself have a snack. There's nothing wrong with eating Cane's. There's nothing wrong with eating Chick-fil-A here and there. Okay? Um, just here and there is the key part. Like, I don't need to get takeout 4 times a week. You know, maybe once every 2 weeks I can get takeout. But all about balance. I'm trying to learn balance and, like, hey, it's okay to eat at home. It's okay to not have a huge meal. Like, that's okay. Next, I want to read my word every single day. I don't want there to be a day that goes by where I don't at least get a little ounce of what the word says. I want to be very knowledgeable in my faith, and like I mentioned before, I'm kind of past like the whole like, well, I'm not gonna say I'm past it, but I'm really more interested in like theology and being able to stand up for my faith rather than like all the feel good moments, because the feel good moments are important. That is what has developed my faith, but I need to know like why these things happen and why people of my faith believe exactly what we believe. You know what I mean? I've just based it off of my own personal experience thus far. But now I'm really serious about, okay, if someone comes up to me and tries to like rebuttal my faith, or like just, I don't know, just say something and I need to defend it, or like I'm having like a healthy debate with somebody, like I want to be able to answer and not look stupid. So reading my word every day, knowing exactly what it says and how I can stand up for my Savior in moments like that, is very crucial for me. So reading my word every single day, whether that be a verse, whether that be 5 chapters. Okay, I just want something every day. And next thing I want to do is consistent tithing at church. I really feel called to do 10%, kind of like what it says in the word. I know like there's 2 different approaches on it. Some people do the 10% tithing, and other people say just give or there's another verse that's like give what's on your heart to give. If you know, basically God's like, hey, if it's not on your heart to give a cajillion dollars, don't do it, you know. But also that just comes with walking in the Spirit. And if the Spirit tells me, hey, I need you to give $50 to church, I need you to give $200 to church, like I'm gonna do it, you know. But just to keep things consistent for myself, I want to start doing 10%, and I feel like that's on my heart for a reason to do 10%. But okay, anyways, that's another one. Next thing is wearing mixed metals. Why are y'all scared to wear silver and gold at the same time? It's not ugly. Y'all just think it's ugly. And of course, I feel like it's different for the girls that like have like their signature metal. Like for me, that's silver. I'm a silver girl. But I do like I do like gold earrings sometimes, and I wear them both. Like I'll have my silver nose ring in, my silver necklaces, and then gold earrings, and it's not a big deal. It still looks cute. Bring the mixed metals back. It's okay to mix and match it. It's still cute, promise. Next one I want to do is host more dinner parties. I do like hosting. I like getting the apartment all nice and clean and cute, and have the matching cups, make a little drink, make some food. But I don't have people over very often, and I kind of want to change that. I want it to be a place where people feel comfortable to just come over and eat some food, and it'll also help me practice things like cooking, which is something I want to do more. But yeah, I want to host dinner parties. And the last thing that is in for sure is Pinterest and posting on Pinterest. Okay? Pinterest is the best social media out there with no, like, guaranteed. It's the best social media out there. There's no problems on Pinterest. Okay? When do you see anybody getting on fights in Pinterest comments? Never. Okay? Pinterest is so drama free. I love it. It's just a place where people go just for inspiration and, I don't know, making goals and all their little ideas. It's just so cute. Pinterest is so cute. I will never delete Pinterest. Pinterest was my first and only social media app until I was about 17 years old. Like, I wasn't allowed to have social media until my senior year of high school, which I got social media no, let me think. I got Instagram at the end of my junior year of high school, and then I got Snapchat in March of 2020, so when I was about to graduate high school. So, yeah, I'm so thankful. I will say it every time. I'm so thankful for my parents for not letting me have social media before then, because it would have just been a mess. But I did have Pinterest, because Pinterest is just safe. It's wholesome. It's nice. Like, you can collect your little ideas there, and it's just so safe. So I need every girl to get on Pinterest. I promise it's a lot happier there than Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. You don't have to, like, you're not looking at what everyone else, you're not looking at what your peers are doing. You're looking at ideas and things that you can take away from for yourself. I think that's why it's so nice, you know? But anyways, that's all my ins and outs for the new year, guys. if you enjoyed any of them, take them for yourself. Like, it's okay to try new things for the new year, but just don't put yourself on such a time restraint that's like, okay, if I don't do this year, then everything's gonna suck, or I have to do this year, or I have to start this on January 1st. Start today. Start today. You're not promised January 1st, okay? You have today, though, so what steps can you take today in order to get to the goals that you want? For me, it's definitely like the better eating and just feeling better about my body and my body confidence. And I know I'm gonna get there if I keep being consistent with things like eating better and working out. So that's my step I took today. I woke up this morning. I took my little supplement. I guess is it a supplement? I don't know. Whatever. I took a scoop of my little stuff, drank it. Took my apple cider vinegar gummy, took it, went to the gym. Okay, did what I needed to do, and I left. And that's just a step in the right direction. Went and bought groceries today. I'm gonna cook some like chicken potatoes, whatever tonight. Saw it on TikTok. Okay, and I'm just so excited. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great new year. Be safe. Don't make any stupid decisions. Do not drink and drive. Don't be dumb. Okay, that's dumb. Don't do that. But yeah, I pray you guys have a great year, that you will continue to just thrive, and that you will decide to choose the Lord in 2024. Okay, but that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.